speak from a soul level, I'm going to speak from my heart, you know? So when I say my name's Charles, I mean me as the ego, you know? The human body that's physical, because we're all a soul living inside this avatar that we have. And we come here to live, we come here to learn, we come here to grow, we come here to elevate. And every single person in this room put up a hand, said you was a coach, said you was a healer, said you was some form of guidance. And it's individuals like us that have all come together because we're all part of the same one consciousness. And we've come together to create harmony on this planet. There's a lot of people who are identified to their ego. There's a lot of people that are lost. There's a lot of people in pain that need healing, they need guidance. They need individuals like us who are now here in this room. And more of us are coming together on this planet. More of us are going to come together and build things. And I honestly believe from the bottom of my heart that every single person has a purpose. Every single person has their own way that they're going to elevate the consciousness of the planet. You know, I label Charles, this ego, as a consciousness coach. But we're all doing the same one thing. We're all elevating one another's consciousness and helping each other evolve. Who cares what we call it? These are just labels. Because unfortunately, we need labels to determine things in this reality that we're living in. But we should never get caught up with the label. Some people look at me and put me in a certain category. Everybody's always trying to box you. Some of you may resonate with this. Everybody's trying to box you and call you this, you're a that. Oh, so you believe in this, so you're over here. And I believe that every single one of us is a unique expression of just authenticity, just soul, just truth. So I'm creating an event called Elevating and Evolving Consciousness, which is my first one on Sunday. And I'm just really excited. And I'm trying to create a space like this, where there's so many like-minded individuals that can come together and make movements on the planet and heal and grow and elevate. And myself, Charles, right, I want to generate billions of pounds on this planet. And not because financial things has any importance whatsoever. We all know that this is just a paper currency that doesn't exist, that's been some kind of man-made form of control, that's been indoctrinated onto us. But at the same time, I've realized I want to build schools, hospitals, different organizations that share resources across the planet. And for us to do this, it's going to take resources. And right now, if this resource is a piece of paper that doesn't exist, and I'm going to put my heart and soul into, and integrity, first and foremost, most important, into building a financial empire so I can inject that to everywhere it goes. You know, I meet so many conscious people that have visions and have purposes and passions, but they lack the finance, or they lack the connection, or they lack, the network. And I just want to be like, here's the money, here's the connection, here's the person. Because even though we're all souls living on this planet right now, we are operating through the ego. We are in these physical bodies. There are rules, limitations. And everyone's got their part to play. So I'm kind of, that's me, that's what I want to do, that's what I want to create, that's what I want to build. And I want to teach everybody how the mind works. We're all reflections of one another, right? Just authentic beings in our own expression. And some of us are really awake, some of us are just waking up, some of us have been awake for a long time. But the key to rewiring the mind and really tapping into the authenticity of the soul is repetition. It's sharing with one another our own authentic, original perspectives on life. So whenever I meet someone, I love to sit, I love to listen, I love to see what I can integrate from that person, what I can learn. The ego always speaks with I know. I come across a lot of I know. And I'm like, it doesn't matter what you know. I call that intellectual comprehension. It's about emotional integration. And if we haven't emotionally integrated something, the universe is going to speak this back to us over and over again through different people. We'll walk past and hear a song. We'll hear a message. We might follow an animal and we receive some kind of intuition. So it's about practicing that level of humility and just listening to each other. And this is why it's so beautiful that all of you are going to speak today. And even if you've heard something, I believe that our minds are like onions. You get it? And then you might get it on a deeper level. Then a deeper level, then a deeper level. And every time I think I've got it to the core of its existence, I get it on a deeper level. And I'm like, ooh, and it just resonates and it just elevates one. So, I'm excited. I feel like this is the beginning of my journey in a way, I've done loads of stage talks before, but they've been more of a business environment or entrepreneurial, or I've had to word it as mindset. But this is the first space I've ever been to in my life where I've spoken, and I feel like I can just speak. When you guys came up and said just be vulnerable and just speak from your truth expression, I just felt like everyone in this room I can just speak to and it will just resonate, I just feel like I can be me. And this is exactly what I'm going to do at my event on Sunday, and I'm going to build that and expand that and just bring more and more souls together so we can really co-create something beautiful on this planet. Because it's time. It's time for us to come together now. It's time for us to build something new. It's time for us to no longer be limited by the restrictions that, I won't even go into names, but certain characters on this planet put upon us. You know, you are a unique expression of source consciousness, and it's not even about manifesting a reality. It's not even about creating a reality. In my perspective, right, I'm looking at all these different multiple dimensions that are coexisting, and if we're an infinite being, and we're in all of these different realities simultaneously, then it's not about shifting into a different reality, it's about shifting one's perspective into looking into a reality that we're already perceiving through. And so there's a reality where I come here, and I build something great, and I unite with so many other unique souls, and we build something great, and there's a reality where this same Charles, this ego, this perspective fails. And if I focus on that failure, if I focus on that pain, if I focus on that fear, I can align with that frequency. But if I focus on my truth, and I focus on what I want to build, and I put my heart in alignment with source, with my higher self, I'm going to create this reality, or like I said, shift into the perspective of this reality that's already existing.